Hello, my name is Colin Maitland. I'm a Microsoft Dynamics CRM Certified Technology Specialist. I'm also a Microsoft Certified Trainer, and I work with Magnetism Solutions, a Microsoft Gold Certified Partner specializing in Dynamics 365 and CRM. In this presentation, I'm going to demonstrate how to create and update a mail merge template for a custom entity named Donations in Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Sales or Customer Service. This mail merge template will be used to print donation receipt letters. Each donation receipt letter will include information from the donation, the related donor, either an account or a contact, and the signature information of the current user. This demonstration focuses on using the Microsoft Dynamics 365 web client. The steps demonstrated are different in some places if using the Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Outlook client. These are two sample donations that will be used for this demonstration. One of these donations was received from a contact, Nancy Anderson, and the other was received from an account, Adventure Works. Each of these donations is related to a fundraising program named Brain Research, and also to a campaign named February 2017 Charity Dinner. Here is the donation received from Nancy Anderson, and here is the donation received from Adventure Works. The donations receipt letter will be configured to merge information from the account and or the contact as well as from the donation. This is the donation receipt letter that will be generated for Nancy Anderson. And this is the donation receipt letter that will be generated for Adventure Works. Both of these letters were generated using the same mail merge template and from the same mail merge. The first step to create a new mail merge template is to navigate to Settings, Templates, Mail Merge Templates. From here, you can then use the My Active Mail Merge Templates view or select the Active Mail Merge Templates view to view a list of any existing mail merge templates. Click New to create a new mail merge template. From the Mail Merge Template dialog, you must enter a name for the template such as Donation Receipt Letter, and then select the associated entity that the mail merge template will be based on. Because this is a mail merge template for printing donation receipt letters for a list of one or more selected donations, the custom donations entity must be selected from the list of mail merge enabled entities. At this point, the mail merge template must be saved before proceeding any further by clicking Save on the command bar. A Data Fields button is now displayed for the mail merge template. The next step is to configure which fields from the donation and the related account, contact and user entities are to be made available for possible inclusion as merge fields in the Microsoft Word mail merge document. Firstly, click the Data Fields button to open the Add Columns dialog. Notice that the currently selected record type is Donation. Notice also that the total number of currently selected data fields is 14 of a maximum of 62. Microsoft Dynamics 365 has already pre-selected a number of fields, mostly from the current user, such as first name, last name, title, main phone and primary email address, so that these details may be included in the merge document if required. In the following steps, I will select a number of additional fields from the donation, account, contact and owning user entities. These fields will be made available for use as merge fields in the soon-to-be configured Microsoft Word mail merge document. Whether or not any of the selected fields are actually used will be decided later. The main point to understand here is that if you think you may possibly need to use a field as a merge field in the Microsoft Word mail merge document, you should select it here so that it is available later if you should then require it. I will now select fields from the donation entity: account, amount, campaign, contact, date, fundraising campaign, owner, and payment method. Dynamics 365 has already selected the number field because this is the primary field for the custom donations entity. Notice that a total of 22 fields are now selected. I will now select fields from the account entity by selecting account from the record type field and then selecting fields from the now displayed list of account fields. In this example, I will select the account name and address 1 from the account. The address 1 field is the composite address field for the account. This includes the street, city, region, state, postcode, and country. Notice that a total of 24 fields are now selected. I will now select fields from the contact entity by selecting contact from the record type field and then selecting fields from the now displayed list of contact fields. In this example, I will select the address 1, first name and last name from the contact. Notice that a total of 27 fields are now selected. I will now select fields from the user entity for the owning user of the donation by selecting owning user from the record type field and then selecting fields from the now displayed list of owning user fields. In this example, I will select the first name, last name, main phone, title, and primary email from the owning user. Notice that a total of 32 fields are now selected. The owning user is the user, if any, that owns the donation. This is similar to the owning user for an account or a contact. The owning user may be a different user to the user who is performing the mail merge. In some scenarios, it may be desired that the details of the owning user for the donation, rather than the details of the current user, i.e. the user who is performing the mail merge, are included as merged fields in the donation receipt letter. It is important to be aware of the fact that it is not possible to select or merge information from the owning user of the parent contact or the parent account of the donation. This is because fields may only be selected from the donation entity or from a directly related parent entity such as account, contact, campaign, and fundraising program. However, the account and contact do have an owner field that may be selected. This is the full name of the user or team that owns the related account or contact. After selecting fields, you can return to the Mail Merge template dialog by clicking OK to close the Add Columns dialog. From here, you will notice that there is a Save Pending notification displayed next to the Selected Fields label on the Mail Merge template dialog. At this point, the Mail Merge template record must be saved again by clicking Save on the command bar before proceeding any further. In actual fact, you must click Save twice in order to prevent this error from being displayed when commencing the next step. We are now ready to create the Microsoft Word Mail Merge template. Firstly, click the Create Template in Word button on the command bar. If prompted, click Open to open the Microsoft Word document. If displayed, click Enable Editing to turn off Protected Mode. If displayed, click Enable Content to enable macros. And if a To Start Mail Merge, click Dynamics 365 messages displayed, select the Add-ins tab on the ribbon bar and then click CRM to enable the CRM add-in for Microsoft Word. These prompts are displayed because I'm using the Dynamics 365 web client rather than the Dynamics 365 for Outlook client for this presentation. A Mail Merge Recipients window should now be displayed. Click OK to close this. We are now ready to create the donation receipt letter. The first thing I want to do is add the current calendar date as a merge field into the letter by selecting Date and Time from the Insert tab of the ribbon bar. This displays the Date and Time dialog. From here, I first select the display language. i.e. English New Zealand rather than English US, a date format from the list of displayed date formats, check that the Update Automatically option is selected, and then click OK. The Update Automatically option ensures that the inserted date will always be the current calendar date rather than the date as of now. I will now switch to the Mailings tab on the ribbon bar and click Insert Merge Field to view a list of the available merge fields from Dynamics 365. Here we see the previously selected donation, account, contact, owning user and user fields. I now want to insert the name and address of the donor, i.e. the account or contact from whom the donation was received. In this example, it is assumed that a donation is only ever from either an account or a contact and never from both an account and a contact. And so the method demonstrated here will be appropriate based on this assumption. First, I will insert the account name and composite address fields as merge fields. I will now insert the contact, first name, last name and composite address as merge fields. This approach will work based on the assumption that has been made, because only one set of these fields will actually contain data at the time that the mail merge is performed for any selected donation. I will now configure the salutation for the letter to include the name of the account or the contact from whom the donation was received. Notice that I have included both the account name and the contact first name as merge fields, and that there is no space between these two merge fields. Again, this is based on the assumption that a donation is only ever from either an account or a contact, and never from both an account and a contact. I will now configure the body of the letter to include details of the donation. Here, I have included the amount, date, fundraising program and campaign from the donation as merge fields. I will now configure the signature for the letter to include the name, title, main phone and primary email of the user who is performing the mail merge. However, if I wanted to use these fields for the owning user of the donation rather than the current user, then I would select the relevant owning user merge fields. In this case, be aware of the fact that if the donation is owned by a team rather than a user, that the owning user fields will be blank. I will now revert back to using the user fields instead of the owning user fields. I will now apply some formatting to the donation receipt letter. At any time, you can use the Highlight Merge Fields button on the Mailings tab of the ribbon bar to highlight the merge fields, and you can use the Preview Results button to preview the letter. However, because there is no data yet to be displayed, all the merge fields except for the user-specific merge fields are blank at this point of time. I've now finished creating the donation receipt letter. The donation receipt letter must now be saved so that it is available to be uploaded to Dynamics 365. Notice that the name of the mail merge template document is Mail Merge 279 and that the type is Word 2003 XML document. At this point, you can change the name to something more meaningful, such as donation receipt letter. However, you must not change the type from Word 2003 XML document to any other type. If required, you can also navigate to any folder location you choose to save the mail merge template into and then click Save. You can now close Microsoft Word. At this point, you will be returned to the mail merge template dialog in Dynamics 365. From here, you must now attach the new Microsoft Word donation receipt letter document to the mail merge template record in Dynamics 365 by clicking Browse, navigating to the location where the Microsoft Word donation receipt letter was previously saved, selecting the new Microsoft Word donation receipt letter document, clicking Open, and then clicking Attach. Notice that the new Microsoft Word Donation Receipt Letter document is now attached to the Mail Merge template record in Dynamics 365. At this point, the Donation Receipt Letter template is a personal Mail Merge template. That is, it is only available to you and or to users or teams with whom you may subsequently share it. It is not available to all users in the organisation as a whole. I will now make this Mail Merge template available to all users in the organisation who have access to donations and to Mail Merge templates by selecting Make Available to Organisation from the Actions menu and clicking OK. You can now close the Donation Receipt Letter template by clicking Save and Close. Let's have a look at the results of performing a mail merge for donations using the new Donation Receipt Letter template. In the Dynamics 365 web client, the Mail Merge button is by default located on the Advanced Find Results menu bar. I will therefore use Advanced Find to perform the Mail Merge. From the Mail Merge dialog, I can select the Donation Receipt Letter template from the list of available organisation Mail Merge templates. If this was a personal Mail Merge template, I would need to select it from the list of personal Mail Merge templates. I will now click Download to commence the Mail Merge. When prompted, click Open to open the Microsoft Word document. If displayed, click Enable Editing to turn off Protected Mode. If displayed, click Enable Content to enable macros. And if a To Start Mail Merge, click Dynamics 365 messages displayed, select Add-ins on the ribbon bar and click CRM to enable the CRM add-in for Microsoft Word. Again, these prompts are displayed because I'm using the Dynamics 365 web client rather than the Dynamics 365 for Outlook client for this demonstration. A Mail Merge Recipients window should now be displayed. Click OK to close this. You can now click Preview Results to see the donation receipt letter for the first donation, i.e. the donation received from Nancy Anderson. Notice that, as previously indicated, only one address is displayed, i.e. the address for Nancy Anderson, and that this address includes the country. Notice also that the donation date in the body of the letter contains the time as well as the date. I will soon show you how to update the Mail Merge template so that the address does not include the country and the donation date does not include the time. Here is the donation receipt letter for Adventure Works. At any time, you can use the Highlight Merge Fields button on the Mailings tab of the ribbon bar to highlight the merge fields. I will now close this mail merge without proceeding any further by closing Microsoft Word without saving changes and by closing the Mail Merge dialog in Dynamics 365 by clicking Close. I will now demonstrate how to update the Donation Receipt Letter template. Firstly, navigate to Mail Merge Templates by clicking Settings, Templates and Mail Merge Templates. Then locate and double-click the Donation Receipt Letter template to open it. I want to update the Donations Receipt Letter so that the country is excluded from the address and the time is excluded from the date. Firstly, I will update the data fields to include the individual address fields for the account and the contact so that these can be used as merge fields instead of the previously selected composite address fields. I will now click Data Fields to open the Add Columns dialog. I will now change the record type to Account and select the individual address fields for the account such as Address 1 City, Post Office Box, State Province, Street 1, Street 2, Street 3 and Zip Postal Code. Notice that a total of 39 fields are now selected. I will now change the record type to Contact and select the individual address fields for the contact. Notice that a total of 46 fields are now selected. As previously, After selecting fields, you can return to the Mail Merge Template dialog by clicking OK to close the Add Columns dialog. And again, as previously demonstrated, from here you will notice that there is a Save Pending notification displayed next to the Selected Fields label on the Mail Merge Template dialog. And again, as previously demonstrated, at this point the Mail Merge template must be saved before proceeding any further by clicking Save on the command bar, remembering that in actual fact you must click Save twice in order to prevent the previously demonstrated error from being displayed at the next step. We are now ready to edit the Mail Merge template in Microsoft Word. Firstly, click the Edit Template in Word button on the command bar. If prompted, click Open to open the Microsoft Word document. If displayed, click Enable Editing to turn off Protected Mode. If displayed, click Enable Content to enable macros. And if a To Start Mail Merge, click Dynamics 365 Messages displayed, select the Add-ins tab on the ribbon bar and then click CRM to enable the CRM add-in for Microsoft Word. A Mail Merge Recipients window should now be displayed. Click OK to close this. We are now ready to update the donation receipt letter. The first thing I want to do is replace the composite address merge fields with individual address merge fields so that the country is no longer included in the address. I can do this by selecting the Address 1, Street 1, Street 2, Street 3, City, State Province and Zip postal code fields for the contact and then for the account. The second thing I want to do is format the donation date field so that the time is not displayed with the date. I can do this by right-clicking on the date field, selecting Toggle Fields from the pop-up menu to display the field codes for the date field, and then entering a date format code such as shown here. Notice the use of the \@ symbol followed by the date format code inside double quotes. Here it is important to use a \ rather than a / before the @ symbol, and it is important to ensure that the enclosing braces around the date merge field are not removed. I will now right click on the date field and select Toggle Field Codes again to hide the updated field codes for this field. As previously, at any time you can use the Highlight Merge Fields button on the Mailings tab of the ribbon bar to highlight the merge fields, and you can use the Preview Results button to preview the letter. Again, however, because there is no data yet to be displayed, all the merge fields except for the user-specific merge fields are blank at this point of time. I have now finished updating the donation receipt letter. As previously, the donation receipt letter document must now be saved so that it is available to be uploaded to Dynamics 365. And as previously, at this point you can change the name to something more meaningful, such as the previously used name of donation receipt letter. Again, however, you must not change the type. You can now close Microsoft Word. At this point, you will be returned to the Mail Merge template dialog in Dynamics 365. In order to attach the updated Microsoft Word donation receipt letter document to the Mail Merge template record in Dynamics 365, you must first remove the previously attached Microsoft Word donation receipt letter by clicking Remove. You can now attach the updated Microsoft Word donation receipt letter document to the Mail Merge template record in Dynamics 365 by clicking Browse, navigating to the location where the Microsoft Word donation receipt letter was previously saved, selecting the new Microsoft Word donation receipt letter document, clicking Open, and then clicking Attach. Notice that the updated Microsoft Word donation receipt letter document is now attached to the Mail Merge template record in Dynamics 365. You can now close the donation receipt letter template by clicking Save and Close. Let's have a look at the results of performing a mail merge for donations using the updated donations receipt letter template. After clicking Preview Results, we can now see the updated donation receipt letter for Nancy Anderson. Notice that this time, the address that is displayed does not include the country, and the donation date in the body of the letter no longer includes the time. Here is the updated donation receipt letter for Adventure Works. Again, at any time, you can use the Highlight Merge Fields button on the Mailings tab of the ribbon bar to highlight the merge fields. I will now close this mail merge without proceeding any further by closing Microsoft Word without saving changes, and also by closing the mail merge dialog in Dynamics 365 by clicking Close. In conclusion, this presentation demonstrated how to create and then update a mail merge template for a custom mail merge enabled entity in Microsoft Dynamics 365 for sales or customer service using the Dynamics 365 web client. This presentation also demonstrated how to insert the current calendar date into the mail merge document and how to format a Dynamics 365 date field so that it did not display the time as well as the date. Finally, this presentation demonstrated some options for including address fields and some options for whether or not the current user or owning user information was included as merge fields in the signature of the letter.